another Ehrenholz Farm sister video. I'm Valerie.
And I'm Janna.
And I own the farm. Janna works for me. It's pretty awesome.
Right. So today we're going to go out into some of the different areas of the farm and see if we can find any edible plants. We're going to go foraging, which we have not really done before, but we're excited.
I have.
Okay, Valerie has. So she knows what she's looking for.
Please note that I am not an expert. You should definitely consult expert sources before trying any of this.
Which we have done, or Valerie has done.
Yeah.
Okay, where's the mint?
It's right here by the water. This is just wild mint. I haven't got it down to species. Apparently you're supposed to smack it. Oh, that doesn't smell like mint. I think it might be getting too old. Like, a lot of it's going to flower.
What if you crush it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just eating it? What if we, pick some and make tea or something?
Don't eat it. That's very strong. You should process it or, yeah, do other things with it. That's very strong raw. It's gonna affect my taste for a while. Did I just spit on camera?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. What do you think?
I think this tastes like mint. Did I grab the mint?
Yeah. If you're not sure, spit it out. Alright. There's bed straw. I'm not actually sure. All I know about it is that it is edible. But it's called bed straw because it was used when people made mattresses out of straw. That was what they used.
Oh, so it's just like grass.
No.
Oh. Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah. And it's got like a firm stem. Does it smell?
It smells familiar, but I don't know why.
Oh. I mean, it's not the best smelling plant.
No.
But
it's not gross.
I know what you mean about the familiar.
Can we taste it? You said it's edible, right?
I don't know how. I'll consult my book. We'll try this again later.
Oh, okay.
After we've been in the truck. Okay, oh, here's the wild rose. No roses. But the rose hips are edible, but don't eat the whole rose hip. You have to get just the skin of it, because inside there's seeds with a lot of hairy bits, which you can eat, but apparently they hurt coming out. So.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And also the flowers are edible, although we tried them the other day and it was weird.
It was very strong.
Like it.
I was tasting roses for hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, until lunch.
Yeah. Okay. That's all for right here, but...
Ooh, what's this? There's that looks like berries.
That's that plant I have to look up every year. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Did they look at Oh, no, that's just from you. Okay, cool. Use my handy dandy plant ID app. I think this is one of the poisonous berries.
Oh.
Which is why I just keep forgetting it. So I'm like, oh, don't eat it.
Great.
But allow me.
What's this app called?
Picture this. It's there's a free version of it, but it's I pay for it and it's really cool. You just take a picture. This is snowberry. Which I don't think that one's edible. Don't eat this. But
Cool.
they attract birds.
Yeah. Cool.
I'd have to check for sure, but I'm quite certain this is not. I think this one has white berries. Hold on. Let me look at pictures. 'Cause that's just the flower right there. White berries. Don't eat the white berries, people.
This is what happens almost every day at work is we'll be doing something and then Valerie will just like change direction and pull out her phone and then like be looking at plants and talking about plants. Happens a lot.
Where were those currants that we saw the other day?
They were just on the other side of the fence somewhere.
Oh, hey, raspberries.
Where? I want raspberries.
I mean, they're not. You can't eat them yet.
Oh, it's
But
just
they're
these
right
plants.
here.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently, the leaves are, I don't want to say edible, medicinal.
You can put them in tea.
Also that. Yep.
I think the currants were right around here somewhere.
Oh, here they are. Oh, that's a crazy mushroom. I don't know mushrooms at all, but that one is cool looking.
Ew. Nice.
Okay.
Okay, so these are called skunk currants.
Yeah.
Are there any left? I ate one last week.
Oh, yeah, over here. There's like a bunch of them.
Okay. Here, you take the camera.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat one.
Again?
Yeah,
You didn't like it.
I remember.
Okay. There are a number of different kinds of currants in Alberta. These are just the only ones we found. I'm not super familiar with currants yet.
And they're technically edible, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's gross.
Oh, hey! This is a hazelnut bush.
Are these gonna... Okay, if I can... Oh, is that a different kind of tree? Are those gonna turn into the hazelnuts?
No.
Oh. Okay.
These are beaked hazelnuts. They are not super productive. Yeah, that's a different kind of tree.
Oh.
But yeah, they're beaked hazelnuts. But they're hazelnuts. Yep. Let's see if I can find the blueberries.
Oh, yeah. Hey, do you know what that pink flower is over there?
Oh, that looks like fireweed.
Oh, is that bad?
No.
Oh.
I think it might be edible.
Oh.
Don't quote me. Let me check the book. I was just reading something about fireweed. Or I glanced at it. Maybe it was in the poisons section.
Oh. Okay.
Everybody thinks fireweed is a weed. When I was a weed inspector, people tried to convince me it was a noxious weed.
And it's not?
It's native to the area. I don't really know why that's a thing.
Huh. Cool.
I don't know. There used to be so many blueberries.
Ugh.
And I don't know if they're still here. Oh, hey.
Oh, you
Some
found them?
lamb's quarters in there that I can't get to.
Lamb's quarter? Those ones?
Yeah, those taller ones.
Aren't those what we pull out of the garden when we're weeding?
Yeah, they're weeds. They're not... I don't know if they're native to the area or not. But they are related to quinoa. And thus are edible, both the seeds and the leaves are very much like spinach. I ate one once. It's a salad green. Yep.
I like spinach. Hey, aren't these blueberry bushes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see one. Well, they're not ripe, but...
Oh, these, yeah. Here's a cluster.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, the cows have eaten them down.
Ew.
Nice spotting.
Thank you. I remember from our childhood.
Good job.
Thanks.
I think that's all that I remember seeing around here. Man, there's so many hazelnuts coming up. There used to be a lot of birch in here, and then it like flooded out, and birch don't live long anyways. And now they're being replaced in the next stage of succession by hazelnuts, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go find some cow parsnip. We're gonna have to go through the fence though for that.
Okay, we're still on our way to find the cow parsnip, but one of my favorite plants is clover, and it's edible, but I don't think I've ever tasted it before, so.
Well, I found the information on bed straw.
Just a second. It doesn't taste nice. Ew. That was not good. Tell us about bed straw.
Bed straw. Bed straws are related to coffee.
Coffee?
That's what it says. And their nutlets have been dried, roasted until dark brown, ground, and used as a good caffeine-free coffee substitute. The dried leaves and roots are said to make a pleasant tea. The young, sweet-smelling plants are edible raw or cooked, but raw plants of rough barbed species can cause gagging and are best cooked. Makes sense?
Ew.
The flavor of cooked bed straw has been likened to that of spinach. I swear every green plant, they liken it to spinach. Like, my goodness, people. And cooked cooled shoots were sometimes used in salads.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're probably not just going to eat that raw.
Okay.
Because I don't want to see you gag.
What?
Okay, so there are a lot of sources you can use to learn about edible plants. Sometimes there's stuff on my Plant ID app. Picture this about it. But I also use this book from Lone Pine. It's called Edible and Medicinal Plants of the Rockies by Linda Kershaw. It's pretty thorough. We are not by the Rockies, but it has a lot of things that are here. So, yes. Another edible plant that we have a lot of around here, it's not really edible. You can eat it, but they say it's bitter and gross. But it's medicinal. Is yarrow. There are wild versions. There's also ornamental versions like Chinese yarrow. I love the smell of the leaves.
Oh, let me.
And a lot of people...
Ah!
Oh, I thought you were...
Sorry, I was just taking
okay.
the...
I don't know what I was saying, but... Yes. A lot of the time, Janna will just find me, like, smelling that I've crushed. But yarrow is my favorite. What do you think of the smell?
I also remember this one from our childhood. It's kind of Christmassy.
Don't smell.
Oh.
There's no smell in the flowers.
Okay.
Yeah, that's yarrow. Oh, okay. So here we have some chokecherries. You can see they are obviously not ripe yet, but they will be probably in August. They're not really edible. Some people eat them, but they're just really dry and gross. So they make excellent jelly and syrup. The reason we actually came over here was for this, which I get messages about every summer, and people are like, oh my goodness, Valerie, I found that new thing that's super poisonous. This is not giant hogweed. If it was 3 times this size, you should be scared. This is cow parsnip. Almost every part of this plant is edible, but mainly you eat what is the newest at the time. So you could eat like what's up here. You wouldn't necessarily eat the leaves right now because they're older at this point. Even the seeds make a very strong spice that is stronger than cinnamon even, apparently. But yeah, this is cow parsnip. I haven't tried it, but it is edible. Okay.
Taste it.
Do not just randomly eat this, because if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to eat water hemlock and die. I just wanted to say that.
Okay. Are you going to taste it?
Well, it's more of a you cook it type of a thing. It's not really eat raw.
Okay. So, one of the other things that we've been finding this year, more so on another quarter, but also right here, are gooseberries. So, they've got berries just under here. And they're not really ready yet. Are those old ones? Oh,
those are old ones.
Those are
These
old.
are...
The green ones are the new ones. Oh, like this. So, you can eat these. They're good for baking and jellies and jams. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so we're hoping to pick a whole bunch of these, probably off the other quarter this summer, and make some jams with them and taste them. Because I feel like I have often heard of like gooseberry pie or something, but I didn't know that gooseberries grew here, or even necessarily that they were a real thing. It makes sense that they're real.
I don't even know what to do with that.
If we make pie later, maybe we'll make a video. Okay, we were on our way to... Whoa! Sorry, I'm good. We were on our way to do something else, and we found these wild roses right here. So, I mean, we've already tasted them, but we're going to taste them again for YouTube.
You know what else is right there?
What?
Twinberry honeysuckle.
What is twinberry honeysuckle?
We looked it up at Auntie's place. It's that stuff where, I think it was the app, said the berries, some sources say they're edible, some sources say they're like gross, and some say they're poisonous, but they make good ink.
Oh, right. The ink berries. I'm gonna crush one and see if it stains my fingers.
Definitely thought you were gonna eat it.
No.
I was like, why are you being an idiot?
Thanks. There's not even color.
Maybe they're old berries. Maybe they're not ripe yet.
Maybe it's invisible ink. Oh, there's a mosquito.
Maybe you have to process them.
Huh.
Somehow.
The other thing we wanted to talk about, which is my personal favorite, are Saskatoon berries. So they grow on these trees. These clearly are not ready, but I think they should be ready within a few weeks, which I'm very excited about. A lot of people who are not from the prairies, the Canadian prairies, apparently don't know about Saskatoons, or like just don't know that they're edible. So sometimes they're also called June berries or service berries. If you know them by that name and they look like this, you can eat them. They're delicious. I happen to think that they taste better than blueberries, but I've gotten in big fights with friends over this. So,
do you know why they're called service berries?
No.
Because on the prairies, when people would build churches, there was nothing to look at out the window, so they would plant service berry bushes so that they had something to look at during the service.
Seems like maybe those services should have been less boring. Anyway, so you can eat these raw. You can put them in pies. You can make syrup out of them or jam. They're just wonderful. And I'm very good at spotting Saskatoon bushes. So, These ones, the berries are quite tall, which is why I had to hold this branch down because the cows have been in here and they also enjoy them. All right, so now we're in a different bush and we found some Labrador tea, you said?
Yeah.
Labrador tea. So this is it. There's also West Labrador tea.
No.
That's poisonous, but this is edible apparently.
No, we don't know. I don't know which one this is.
Oh, we don't. Oh, we're not gonna try this then.
No. It's not edible. You make a tea out of it. Hence the name Labrador Tea.
Yeah, but you consume tea, so it's edible.
Yeah, but we were. Yeah.
Okay.
Tea. Okay. Both species have been used for teas, but glandular Labrador tea is relatively toxic.
Yeah.
And generally, you should just not drink a lot of either of them. Do not confuse Labrador tea with the poisonous bog laurels.
Bog laurels.
Page 237. Let me see. Let's just make sure we're not confusing it.
I just think that's a really fun name, bog laurels.
Also called swamp laurel.
Swamp laurel. Nice.
This is no, I'm not sure. But that is not, these had white flowers. Bog laurels have pink flowers, so.
Okay.
I saw the flowers when they were flowering a couple weeks ago. They were the white ones. Oh yeah, here's some dying flowers right here. The rusty underleaves, white flowers. This is absolutely Labrador tea. Okay. I guess the leaves are white on the other side and then rusty, which is what was throwing me. The last thing I want to talk about is bulrushes. A large portion of the bulrush plant is edible, from its pollen to the soft inner core of the roots to the young shoots, minus the leaves. The roots can be dried and ground into flour, which is not gluten-free. It's got gluten in it. Or it can be boiled for syrup. The pollen is used in a bunch of stuff, high in protein. So yes, I'm just trying to get down to the core. It says the core of young shoots. I don't know. This looked smaller when it was in the water. With the outer leaves stripped off. It's supposed to be like celery or asparagus. I'm very nervous about this.
Eat it. What do you think?
I mean, it's what you call survival food.
Gross.
But it's not that, it actually does have flavor, which surprised me. Yeah. Let's see if I can get a bigger root to show you guys. I'm a little nervous about walking just into the dugout, but clearly there's grass growing, so now there is a thistle growing in the dugout. Oh, it gets deeper. Take this big one.
You didn't get the root, did you?
Yeah. You can, once it forms its like
The fluffy thing?
head, the brown corn dog looking thing. Apparently that is edible. You can cook it. They say it tastes like popcorn, but feels like carpet.
Gross.
So again, survival food.
But also, I don't think you're supposed to just like take it raw and like bite into it, because I've heard that it like explodes in people's mouths, and then that's gross.
Yeah, I've only ever heard of it cooked to be eaten. Yeah, don't eat things that will explode in your mouths, people. That sounds dangerous at best.
And gross.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for now. We had a really good time making this video for you guys.
Yeah, I've been learning about wild edibles for a few years now, and it's been really fun, and it's been fun to share it with Janna and with you guys also. The one thing I want to repeat, I think we said this before, you really need to know what you're doing in terms of plant identification before you eat anything, because there are poisonous lookalikes, and you don't really want to eat those.
Yeah, and I was really excited to do this video because even though like I definitely don't have the knowledge or experience that Valerie does with wild edibles, I've just been realizing lately like how much I do know about plants just because of having grown up on the farm. And I heard somewhere recently, I don't remember where, I'm sorry, I can't tell you, but that like on average people can only name about like 6 plants.
No.
Yeah, including including categories like Christmas tree.
I thought you told me a dozen.
Half a dozen.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, and I think I was just really shocked because growing up on the farm, you just learn plants, and I mean I know so many more than 6, and I think I'm just like really sad that not everybody gets to know that, and so I was really excited to like share some plants with you, even though they might not grow in your area. But maybe this will like inspire you to go find out the names of some of the plants that grow in your area and maybe whether or not you can eat them. So I think that's all. Thanks for joining us in this Ehrenholz Farm sister video, and we'll see you next time.